Okay. Viva Las Vegas, baby! Check out that strip back there. Where are you?
Oh, I'm in some boring conference room, but it happens to be in Tokyo, Japan. Check out that
That's not
sign.
Tokyo. That looks like San Francisco.
No, you saw the sign. And I can tell you about Tokyo. Look, I'll spin around the conference room.
Whoa.
My boat of it. Do you want to know what HIMSS propaganda looks like in Japanese? It looks like that.
Ooh.
We're really in Japan at the Health 2.0 and HIMSS conference in Tokyo. That's the conference hall.
Ooh,
or one of the two of them. One of the two of them. And the other one is bizarrely across the street.
Ah.
Anyway, I'm going to go sit down and we can do health in 2.0. Oh.
Tokyo, you ready to answer some questions about what's going on? Because guess what I've got? We've got shutdowns and jewel heists on Health in 2.0 today. No. All right, set your timer. Are you ready?
I'm ready to go.
All right, here we go. Okay, Proteus, in like the worst kept secret ever, finally, Chrissy Farr breaks the story that they're running out of money. Everybody's been talking about this for months. So what's going on there?
So the idea here was that you add a chip to a pill, and you call that a digital therapeutic, which I don't believe, but in fact, what it is, it's a medication management adherence device.
Okay.
And they had to go through the FDA twice, both for the pills itself and for all kinds of other things. And Otsuka was the first one. It's very expensive. I think it's too expensive to make it to justify it being a medication management product. So I think that's the basic problem they've got.
Okay, so is this going to be like a big, I don't know, a bellwether for the industry in terms of other strategic investors getting into bed with these companies? Because as much as you don't want to say that Proteus is a digital therapeutic, they've been known as a digital therapeutic. So does this put the whole category at risk or what?
I think the whole category is at risk because the whole category is about being able to charge a lot more for your software than you would if it was just software. So you can say, okay, great, we're going to be a digital therapeutic. You can get clinical trial validation and get FDA approval and get some protection that way. But in the end, healthcare organizations don't want to pay the amount of money they have to pay for regular therapeutics, which are too damn expensive. They don't want to pay. They want to make drugs cheaper, not software more expensive. So I think that whole area is in some problems, despite my friends making go to the digital therapeutics alliance, others trying to suggest there's more there.
All right, jewel heist. Finally, something we can talk about, jewelry. Seema Verma's jewelry is stolen and she wants the taxpayers to pay her back. Tell me about this story.
Oh my word. So Seema Verma does the stupid thing. She goes to the Commonwealth Club last year, gives a talk opposing Medicare for all. Seema Verma, don't forget, was pretty much a minor consultant in Medicaid, but happens to be somebody that Pence knew would actually take the job. And I think the most incredible thing is that, yes, there was like $47,000 worth of jewelry. Who the hell carries $47,000 around? She wants the taxpayer to pay for it. One of them, I'll keep going because I've started. One of them was from a pendant that cost $5,000. It's in the Ivanka Trump jewelry line. So to get a job in this administration, you have to buy, you have to buy the grifter's family's jewelry. So meanwhile, she's also got a big bust up going with Alex Azar, the Secretary of HHS. I mean, couldn't happen to two nicer people, if you ask me. But the answer is, I don't know how she survives this, because, I mean, certainly the taxpayer should pay 50 grand for jewelry.
How she survives what? Living without the jewelry and also not getting paid back for it? Or politically, are you talking about?
I think politically, I think she's gone soon.
All right. Well, we're really out of time. That's crazy.
We're way out of time. That was it.
All right. Well, fine. And here, we're not asking an official question, but just for gossip's sake, what's going on in Japan? How are things going in health tech over there?
Actually, it's a big change. So this is one of two halls. You can see on my shoulder there.
Yeah.
Separated across the street. Across that street, I just showed you where the sign is. What is happening is that there's a lot more investment in health technology in Tokyo in the last couple of years, on the way to $1 billion in investment. Well, not quite that, but it's on the way to that. Venture capital in the last couple of years. And we had yesterday 50 startups pitching an RBS judging contest. 50 startups pitching in a startup contest. I'll be judging some of the finalists on stage today. So a lot of
what was the
activity in
coolest
there.
startup you saw? I know you're judging it. You probably can't say, but like,
Oh, well, okay. Most of the ones yesterday were in Japanese with no translation, so I haven't seen them much. But there was some pretty cool ones. And there was a good chatbot called Ubi, which was pretty interesting, which is kind of competing with the Babylons and the Bui Healths of the world. So there was a bunch of interesting stuff I saw yesterday. So I think there was some good stuff in Japan. It's coming of age, this market. It's kind of where the States was 5-8 years ago now, but it's no longer completely dormant. And that's a lot of that is due to my friend and colleague Yoiwami at MedPeer, who's his company is now, which is kind of like a doximity for Japan. His company's doing pretty well. Market cap's around $300 million, and he's been promoting this very heavily, including the conference for Health 2.0, but also working with new products. So Japan's starting to take off. And the other thing that's happened in Japan is telemedicine is now legal. It wasn't until 2 years ago.
oh,
So Japan's getting interesting. I know we've busted our 2 minutes, but good place. Plus the ramen is always fantastic.
well, and the Hedgehog Cafe. Are you going to go this year or no? That's the most important question.
Jess, as you didn't bother coming with me, I think any trip to the Jess Hog Cafe, the Hedgehog Cafe, would be a waste. I would recommend people going back and looking at. We'll have to put a link to last.
Yeah, we will. To the link to the episode
that was quite
filmed
fantastic
last year in Tokyo at the Hedgehog Cafe, which was incredible. One of the greatest moments of my life. And actually, I tried to name the hedgehog after Seema Verma, and it didn't work out because I couldn't bring it back.
You were forecasting there.
I was. All right. Well, thanks for hanging in for this extra long episode, guys. If you want to follow along Matthew's exploits at the Hedgehog Cafe in Tokyo, you can follow him at Boltyboy. I am at Jess Damasa. I'm in Vegas here. I'm covering the specialty hospital pharmacy meeting, and that worked out really well. So cool stuff happening. Look for that soon. And don't forget to subscribe to get these lovely little Health in 2.0s in your inbox via the Healthcare Blogs newsletter. So go to healthcareblog.com and subscribe. Matthew, have some more ramen. Have a good time.
Tokyo.
Bring us back some Hello Kitty souvenirs. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.